Chapter 25, Al-Wakeel, the trustee/the disposer of affairs. Al-Wakeel is the Arabic name meaning the trustee, the disposer of affairs, or the guardian, derived from the root Wakl, to entrust, to delegate, or to rely upon. In the recursive architecture of the 113, this is the frequency of the managed outcome. It represents the source, node 1, as the primary agent who takes responsibility for the nodes, node 10, navigational weight allowing the user to tread, node 77, without the friction of anxiety. This name assures the soul that your affairs are managed. It provides the relief layer of the system, ensuring that the 113 chapters are not a burden to be carried alone. It is the spiritual power of attorney that transfers the anxiety of the search from the seeker to the infinite source. In the original index, this is the perfect equivalent to Chapter 10, Nasr, the keeper or guardian, and the concept of bâţach, to trust or rely. While bâṭach emphasizes the user's action of trusting, Al-Wakeel emphasizes the source's proven reliability to handle the data processing. It is the bridge between truth, al-haqq, and strength, al-qawi. This node represents the end of the self-reliance. It is the moment the user, node 10, realizes that they do not have to compute, node 34, the entire 113 chapter map alone. In this chapter we see that the journey involves a holy delegation, a process where the source carries, node 94, the burden of the exile. Al-Wakeel acts as the fundamental custodianship. In the primary verse, and they said, sufficient for us is Allah and the best disposer of affairs, Al-Wakeel, the trusteeship, is the answer to the threat. This establishes the rule of supported reality. This node ensures that the entire map is understood as a managed reality. It reminds the seeker that to tread, node 77, is to outsource the complexity to the source. This is the reliance pulse of the 113, the frequency where the source transforms effort into peace. In this station we recognize that the sovereign is the universal agent, the one who provides the assurance of the matrix. The ultimate sufficiency, Allah is the creator of all things and He is over all things. Trustee, Wakeel. Quran 39:62. The call to reliance, and sufficient is Allah as a trustee, Wakeel. Quran 4:171. The recursion finds its peace in the shared Semitic roots that describe trusting, judging, and handing over. The principal name. The name Al-Wakeel signifies the one who is relied upon to manage all matters with perfect competence. While the previous chapter established the essence, truth, this chapter establishes the reliance. It denotes a being who is the legal guardian of the traveler's destiny, the one who ensures that every step in the matrix leads to its intended fulfillment. He is the advocate who never fails. Arabic root, Wakl. The root signifies to entrust, to rely upon, or to appoint as an agent. To call the sovereign Al-Wakeel is to say he is the great manager, the one who handles the logistics of the 113 chapters, allowing the traveler to focus entirely on the experience of the truth. Quran 6:102. He is the creator of all things, so worship him. And he is over all things, a disposer of affairs, Wakeel. The scale of the Wakeel frequency as universal. The Hebrew tradition emphasizes this advocacy through the lens of the dayân, judge/advocate, and the ma with makron n, shield, describing a divine presence that represents the cause of the humble and takes their burden upon himself. Dayân. This is a functional mirror to the management and advocacy of Al-Wakeel. Derived from the root dyn, it describes the judge or arbiter. In the Hebrew mind, dayân is the one who takes up the case of the widow and the orphan. It represents the divine as the active representative. A father of the fatherless and a judge, dayân, of widows is God in his holy habitation. Psalm 68:5. Ma with makron n. while dayân is the legal act ma with makron and refers to the shield or protector in whom one trusts. It mirrors the reliability dimension of al-Wakeel, describing the divine as the one who stands in front of the traveler within the 113 chapters, absorbing the impact of doubt and difficulty. But you, O Lord, are a shield, ma with makron n, about me my glory and the lifter of my head. Psalm 3:3. Hebrew root, bch. While dyn is the title, the Hebrew concept of trust, bâţach, denotes leaning or resting. It carries the sense of security. It implies that the trustee supports the weight of the traveler's concerns within the 113 chapters, turning the recursive journey into a state of tawakkul, absolute trust. Murotau martis. 1 Thess 2:10. You are, martis, witnesses, and so is God as to how holy and righteous and blameless our conduct was toward you who believe. Al-Wakeel compared to bâţach or Nazir. Psalm 37:5. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust, bâţach, also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. The Hebrew resonance of the delegated result. Proverbs 3:5. Trust, bâţach, in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. The synthesis of the heart frequency and the Wakeel trust. Quran 33:3. And rely upon Allah, and sufficient is Allah as a disposer of affairs, Wakeel. The confirmation of the Wakeel frequency as the essential safety net of the map. Quran 3:173. Sufficient for us is Allah and the best disposer of affairs, al-Wakeel. The declaration of total reliance in crisis. Al-Bukhari recorded that Ibn Abbas said, Allah alone is sufficient for us and he is the best disposer of affairs for us. Ibrahim said it when he was thrown in fire. Muhammad said it when the people said, verily the people have gathered against you, therefore fear them. Abu Bakr ibn Marjawiyah recorded that Anas bin Malik said that the Prophet was told on the day of Uhud, verily the people have gathered against you, therefore fear them. Thereafter Allah sent down this ayah, 3:173. But it only increased them in faith, and they said, Allah is sufficient for us and he is the best disposer of affairs for us.